Everyone, welcome back to this series where I share all the elements of style from a stylish woman's point of view. I mention elements of style quite a lot, and the reason is simply because if you don't know the elements of style, you don't know how to dress well, unless you do that intuitively. The first video was all about color, and today we're talking proportions. A garment generally is more interesting and pleasing if divided into unequal parts and if the parts are in scale with the body. And while we tend to want an overall slim look in the hope that thus we're gonna look slimmer, that's where you get it wrong, because an overall slim look lacks balance. So from my style point of view, striking the perfect balance between proportions is the secret sauce. But it's not as difficult as one might think it is. It's just a question of playing with volume, skin, all in the right places. And that's exactly what we're gonna see today. So let's get started. Proportion has a lot to do with body shape, but it goes way beyond that. A great part of getting proportions right is the understanding of fabrications as well as our body type. I know I said that stylish women don't get too crazy about body shape, but it doesn't mean that they don't know their body shape. They know their body shape quite well, to the point that they don't find it an obstacle anymore. But they do employ this knowledge in all their outfit compositions. You do need to know your body in order to be able to know where you're gonna put the volume, and where you're gonna put the slim, and where you're gonna show skin, where you're gonna put the stiffer fabrications or the more pliable ones. You need to know if you have a long or short torso. All these details matter when you are dealing with proportions. For example, my hips are wider than my torso, so I wear stiffer fabrics on my upper body and leave the softer fabrics for my lower body part. And of course, if you have the opposite body type, for example, you are an apple body type, you're gonna put the volume at your bottom half and leave your upper body with the softer, more pliable fabrics. For those who have a column body type, you place the volume wherever you want. Just pick one area and play with it. But don't do an overall volume. So a good trick to find out whether you have short, long or normal torso is by placing your hands right under your rib cage. If you can fit one hand between the end of your rib cage and your natural waistline, you have normal torso. As you can see, I have slightly short torso. Knowing how short or long your torso is will also help you determine the length of your blazer. Here I am wearing something very long and I'm wearing ankle-length pants. And you can see that my legs appear shorter. The overall look is out of proportion. To fix that, I swapped the full-length pants, keep the blazer. Wow, what a difference. Now I feel way more balanced and confident. The longer jacket goes past my hip area as well, which makes me look slimmer regardless of the volume. The fabrication, stiffness, and cut of a garment is what determines the overall look of an item. For example, a synthetic blazer will have a completely different fit from a wool blazer, because wool is stiffer. Therefore, if you want to create volume in your upper body, a wool blazer that provides structure is a better choice. Conversely, if you have an inverted triangle or apple body shape, your best bets are soft fabrications. Better still, stretchy fabrications that will conform to your curves without adding extra bulk. And here I'm wearing two pants exactly the same style but different fabrications. The one on the left is lighter. It falls on my body more easily, doesn't bulk anywhere, and it feels super comfortable. On the other hand, the pants on the right is a much stiffer fabrication which creates bulk. Remember the makeup principle of contouring and highlight? That's exactly what contrasting clothes does. So we all know that dark solid colors recede, elongate, make it appear smaller. And on the other hand, light and bright colors expand, protrude, make it appear larger. So When we want to create the illusion of a more balanced body, we can play with contrast colors. Of course, black and white are the ones that first come to mind, but it could be any dark solid color and any light solid color. And remember, the brightness of the fabric plays a role here as well, if you want to expand an area even more. So I'm wearing very similar styles, only changing the colors, and you can see the difference. Dark colors on the bottom and lighter on my upper part are much more flattering color contrast for me. But look, like I said before, it's not really restrict. There are times where I want to wear, like today I'm wearing black at the top and light at the bottom. You will depend on the other principles and other elements of style as well. When you wear a totally slim outfit, for example, the eyes follow the overall silhouette of the body. Therefore, it reinforces your body shape. So it's not balancing it, it's reinforcing it. Regardless if it's slim or if it's overall voluminous. Of course, you're gonna look bigger with volume all over. But if you wear slim all over, not only you look flat, but you will reinforce your body shape as well. It's a preference thing, of course, but we're talking about the elements of style, we're talking balance overall. I advocate you wearing the clothes you have. You don't need a special jacket to go to the gym, to go to work. So whether you have fitted jackets in your closet, employ them with proportions. Play with the snug on top and then the big thing on the bottom. And by volume and big, I don't mean huge. It's just something in comparison with the snug. It's something that will contrast slightly. On the other hand, if you're going to the gym and you're wearing the fitted jacket, for example, and then you put your leggings, for instance, and then it's a bit forced. For starters, it's not as relaxed for simply going to the gym. A slim blazer with the slim leggings lack proportion. They're totally out of proportion. Interestingly, they highlight my thick legs as opposed to making them appear slimmer. Undoubtedly, as far as visuals go, this outfit is out of proportion. It highlights my silhouette rather than counterbalance it. The addition of looser pants creates a more harmonious, relaxed result that works well with the fitted blazer. Now the proportions are right. There's no need to be crazy about putting volume where your body lacks it, as long as you don't put more unnecessary volume where you have already volume, because nobody wants to look bigger than we actually are. It means you can still wear a peplum shirt if you have large bust, for example, as long as you cinch your waist and show a bit of skin like I'm doing here. It's really important to know how getting the proportions right contribute to putting outfits together that help you feel most like yourself and more confident. Here's what I mean. The pencil skirt with an equally fitted top puts my hip area in the spotlight. Instead of counterbalancing it, it highlights it. The untucked peplum shirt covers my hip area, camouflaging it. The addition of the kitty heels brings the right amount of height. It looks more polished, refined, and in proportion. Now the outfit looks way more cohesive and balanced. Working with balance and showing skin in the right places all play a huge role in the process. Key places to show skin are neckline, arms, and legs. But it doesn't necessarily need to be skin. It could be something skin-hugging like boots or even socks and stockings. An overall voluminous outfit is unproportional and hard to pull off. If your area of biggest volume is your upper body, then a slim top is a better option for you. So there you have it, everyone. Getting an understanding of how fabrications, contrast, proportions work is a game changer, because indisputably, visuals speaks volume. Dressing well is all about getting all the elements of style in balance and building one upon the other. And since they are telling a story, you should be the one to write it. So we're gonna go through the elements of style, but bear in mind that at the end of the process, you're gonna have to look back to all the elements and put them all together. But at the end of the day, it's so personal, and you might compromise one element for the other, depending on the result you wanna create. I hope you found this informative, and if you did, please go ahead and give this video a like and consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already done so. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate your time, and I hope to see you in my next video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.